Hi, we're Group A, reviewing the construction industry in China and Shanghai region. After economic reform, construction industry, especially building construction, became one of the core industry in China. Following the growing urban population, construction stays in its booming period. Currently, more than 50 skyscrapers are higher than 1,000 feet in China, and Shanghai shares 10% of it. However, many problems are bothering citizens at the same time, such as pollution issue and high-rise price. So now my groupmates are gonna tell more detail about this.
Now, we would like to highlight important lessons to consider regarding construction regulations. First, people are not allowed to buy land in China. Second, the legal standing of all parties involved should be checked with the local government and agencies to ensure full compliance. Third, a certificate of final acceptance issued by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Rural Development needs to be issued before a client can take delivery of a project. Fourth, a liability for defects in the construction is held for the project's reasonable life.
China's current new construction per year accounts for almost half of the world's total. The most common materials used in residential and commercial projects are concrete and steel. Nevertheless, the production and usage of these materials are decreasing due to the saturated per capita building space and new building codes that increase the lifespan of the buildings.
Construction methods in China are the conventional methods, and besides this they also use precast panels or precast pieces to speed up projects. For scaffolding and formwork, they also use conventional methods, and as a note, for unique cases, they use bamboo scaffolding that can go up to 1,000 feet and plastic formwork.
According to a study done by Arcadis consulting firm on global construction, the construction in China costs 53% of what it costs in the States. This value ranges between cities, so in Shanghai it costs around 24% of what it costs in New York City. In terms of schedule, China has some record-breaking projects such as the 57 stories tower constructed in only 19 working days. It should be noted that 90% of the construction workers in China are migrants from other parts of China to major cities, and only 17% of them actually have written contracts with employers.
China invests hundreds of $billions on subsidizing renewable energy each year. They want to reduce their dependence on coal, which is still the largest sector of China's energy consumption. The Chinese government has been investing heavily in wind, solar, and green buildings. It has twice the solar capacity than the US and produces 2/3 of the world's solar panels. The government's newest 5-year plan includes a 50% requirement on all new urban buildings to be green certified.
By 2008, the Chinese railway started to build a 22,000 kilometer of a high-speed rail. The unit cost ranged between 17 to 25 million US millions per kilometer. It has the speed between 250 to 350 kilometer per hour. During 2006, they did 1.44 billion trips.
Shanghai has a high humidity throughout the year, so it causes a harsh condition in the construction. Also, adding the low elevation in the city causes a huge potential of floods. Increasing of the population in the city is causing a traffic congestion, so city has to reorganize the transportation system, which has a huge demand of the construction as well.
The construction of Shanghai Tower started at 2008 and the tower was opened in July 2016. The special thing about Shanghai Tower is it makes a 120 degrees of twist as it rises up, and this reduces the wind loads by 24% and causes the contractor to save extra $58 million in material cost. The total cost of the project is 2.4 billion US dollars, and the tower has 200 vertical axis wind turbines at the top, which provides 10% of the energy needs of the tower. Chinese government provides urbanization movement in China, and the government is building new cities from scratch. For example, the city of Nanhui is located 60 miles away from Shanghai, and the construction of the city started in 2003 and it will be finished in 2020. By the end of the construction, the Chinese government aims to locate more than 800,000 people in that area.
The future of construction for China in particular is dependent on taking action to protect the rights of workers, improve the safety culture, and offer solutions and preventative measures to restoring polluted resources and relieving city congestion. These lessons can also be applied to global construction to help push it to a more sustainable future.